class, or if you're absent or something, you can watch I do post, like with the assignment number on my Schoology, I post links to the notes. I haven't been recording any videos, but I'm going to record this one. So in case you are absent, you can watch it and listen and see what's going on and hear my dumb jokes and stuff like that. So we're jumping ahead to, oops, it's not 4-4, it's 4-1. I'm sorry. So we're jumping ahead to chapter 4, and don't ask me exactly why, but it's part of the curriculum, and Mrs. Sherwood taught this class for a couple years before me. She kind of organized it how she thought it would best be organized. But so we jump around a little bit, but right now we're going to work on this section, which is on inequalities. And an inequality, some of you may or may not know, is something like if you have something like this, x plus 5 is greater than 1, that's an inequality, okay? And you solve an inequality much the same way that you solve an equation, except there are a few differences, okay? Say I had the equation x plus 5 equals 1. Who can tell me the difference between this inequality and this equation? Yes, Sophie? An equation has an equal sign, that's true. What else? What were you going to say, Ian?
Well, x plus 5 is greater than 1 is different than x plus 5 equals 1. It has
Right.
a greater value.
Okay, bigger value. How many answers does this thing have? How many answers does this thing have? 1. How many answers does this one have? Infinitely many, right? Because who could give me one solution of this inequality? Go ahead, Cole.
X equals -5.
X equals -5?
Oh wait, sorry. I was
Would that, well, that's a good one, but would that be a solution? If I plug -5 in there, would that be bigger than 1?
No, that would just be 0.
No, that'd be 0. Who could give me a, go ahead, Nick? Yeah, if I plug in 1 in here, that makes that inequality true. Who's got another solution? Charlie?
0.1.
0.1, sure, why not? Okay, 5.1. So there's a whole bunch of answers to that inequality. So we have to kind of figure out a little bit different way to represent those answers, okay? And the way you do it, first you solve it, okay, just like you would a normal equation, just like you'd solve this. So I would subtract 5 from both sides, subtract 5, and I get x is greater than 1 minus 5, which is -4, okay? And that's the solution. Now to represent that, I've never seen this, but in their book, I always just wrote it like this, but they call this set builder notation, set builder, which we've seen already, and they describe it as a set of numbers, and they do a little squiggly bracket, and they do x, and then they do bar, and then we go x greater than -5, and then you do curvy brackets on the end. I'll get better at making my curvy brackets. So that's called set builder notation, because the x values where all the x's are bigger than -5. Okay? Another way to represent this is on a number line. And so you take a line, look at my cool tools I got. Have I drawn lines like that for you with my cool tool before? Okay? So if I'm going to represent this on a number line, I'd put like a 0 in the middle somewhere. And then I'd put a dot where there's a, hey, Katira's here, where there's a -5. Okay? And then in this book, the way they say greater than -5 is they make this a curvy bracket over here. So they make a curvy bracket. Some of you may have done this before and you use like an open circle. Yeah. Yes, Jessica?
What is 1 minus 5 to -4?
Oh, am I ever done? Okay. Now I have to re-record my video. No, I don't. Why didn't someone else say something? Gosh, we knew you're just looking at me, man, is this math teacher done? Okay. So that's negative. That's because I'm thinking at a higher level. See, I'm thinking about calculus. I'm not thinking about adding and subtract. No, not real. They do say that people are really good mathematicians. They, which not necessarily is me, but that they make lots of computational mistakes because they kind of think they're not worried about, that kind of stuff. But in any case, sorry, thank you for finding that, Jessica. So that should be a -4 down there with a curvy bracket on the end. And then we go up like this. You kind of want to make that shaded, dark shaded, okay? And then you want to point the arrow going up that way, and it goes up forever to infinity. Okay? So that's how you write it in set builder notation. That's how you represent it in number line notation. And then one more way that you want to write it is in interval notation. And that's kind of what we use a lot in the upper level classes and stuff. It's also good to know it. And you've probably seen this before. So you would go like this, curvy bracket on the end, -4, comma, and then what goes up here? Anyone know what goes up there? Amanda, you know?
No, I don't. But I was wondering for the number line thing, can you use the open circle or is it just...
Yeah, if you use an open circle and you're used to that, I'm okay with that, okay? Because that's the way I've always done it until I've seen this book, okay? And then you use a solid circle if it's less than or yeah, that's fine, okay? And anyone knows what goes up here, if it goes up forever and ever? Not that, you do one of these, you do sideways 8. You know what sideways 8 means? Infinity and beyond, okay? So, and you put a curvy bracket on the end here because infinity goes on forever, never, never, never ends. So you can't really stop infinity, right? So that's the way you would write that -4 up to infinity, okay? So now I'm going to distribute something to you. I'm going to pause my cutting edge video. Pause the video. We're ready to go. We're going, right? Testing. This is a test. So now I can figure out what some other things look like using this notation. So what if I wanted to write, in, so I'll put down the set builder notation. Oh, what'd that do? Where's my arrow tool? What happened there? I have to do this. Then I have to know. What do I have to do? Go away. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. So the first one you could put in there, right? So if we have set builder x bar x was greater than, what did we say the answer was? -4. And I put a little curvy bracket down here at -4. I put a 0 here. And then I put an arrow going up this way, okay? And then I did interval notation was -4, comma, infinity. It's hard to make those sideways. So what if I wanted to do set builder notation x, where x is less than or equal to -2? How would I do that one? Where would I start? Whoops, I forgot the brackets. You should have brackets on both ends. Okay? Where would I start? Amanda?
-2.
So you start at -2, okay? And I would indicate where 0 is somewhere on your number line. Am I going curvy bracket or square bracket? In this case, what they do is they use a rectangular bracket, kind of like that. And for those of you who've seen this before, sometimes you use a solid shaded in circle, right? Who has done it that way before? Yeah, that's fine if you want to do it that way. Okay? And then I'm gonna go down, okay, this direction. Okay? I should go down this direction and indicate it like that. And it goes lower and lower and lower forever and ever and ever. And I write that in set builder notation like this. In interval notation. Where would it start? It start at negative, whoops, I messed up again. Okay, that would be a square bracket in this case. And this interval notation is the same no matter what way you've learned it. Okay, so it's -2, square bracket up to infinity, right? Or negative infinity. So you do sideways 8. I'm not very good at, let's see how that works. And curvy bracket. So that says from -2 down to negative infinity, meaning it goes on forever in the negative direction. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Should we have a square bracket or like rectangular bracket at the end, or is that supposed
Here?
Yeah.
No, because infinity can't be, you can't put bounds on infinity, right? So you just put a curvy bracket whenever you see an infinity. What if I wanted to do something like this in set builder notation? X is who can tell me what that means if I were to put 0 on there? What does that mean? Jessica?
It means x is between those two numbers.
That's all that means. It means it's between those two numbers, but this 5 is included in the answer, okay? And the way you represent that on the number line, you put a curvy bracket on -2, okay? So if that were -2, and then you'd go up to +5 with a rectangular bracket, okay? Put like 5 there, and then I'm going to shade in between. I know there's a way to, let's change my color. Change my color and make it, I can make it better. There, is this gonna work? Shh, no. Fatter. There we go. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that might look something like that. Okay? I'm going to go back to my normal line. Okay? In interval notation, that would just look like -2, curvy bracket, comma, 5, square bracket. Is -2 a solution to this set? Is -2 included in my answer? If this were an answer to solving an inequality, would -2? No, because it's got a curvy bracket on it, so anything bigger than -2. How about 5? Is 5 included?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, how about 6? No. Okay. How about 0? Yes, because 0 is between -2. Okay? That's, I think that's all I'm going to talk about for that. Okay? Now, there's a couple things that you got to know about solving inequalities. For instance, I have a PowerPoint here somewhere. I'm going to pause again. Now we're unpaused. Now we're going to watch the PowerPoint. Now hide this, go here. That's not the slide I wanted. I want this one, okay? What if I want to solve this inequality? There's a little trick about solving inequalities. So let's try to do this one. And in a second, we'll get there, don't worry. So let's change from red because red is scary. So if I were going to solve this, I'd solve it just like I'm solving a normal equation. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. I'm going to get negative 4x is less than what? Negative 4. You guys, okay. Then what? Divide both sides by negative 4. Okay? Negative 4. And I get x is less than 1. So I know some of you know what's going to happen here, right? But if I were to plug in a number less than 1 in, like 0, okay? 0 would be a number less than 1. Negative 4 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3 less than negative 1. Is 3 less than negative 1? No, it isn't. Okay? So there's a trick that you have to know when you because some weird things happen when you divide or multiply by a negative sign when you're dealing with absolute values. And so what you have to do is do what? What do you know? Who knows what to do? Someone else? Will? Well, yeah, you could do that, or what do you do with that sign? Not make it positive, you flip the sign. Did you guys know that? So when you divide or multiply, when you're dealing with an inequality sign, you have to flip the inequality the other way. Okay? So this inequality sign, when you multiply or divide by a negative, it flips this way. Okay? And so now you have x is greater than 1. What's a number bigger than 1? Give me a number bigger than 1. 2, right? 2 is a number bigger than 1. And see if your answer makes sense. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Is negative 8 plus 3 less than negative 1? That would be, so in other words, if I were to plug in 2 in there, I get negative 8 plus 3. I want to know if that's less than negative 1. Okay, and that gives you negative 5 is less than negative 1. Negative 1. Is negative 5 less than negative 1?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So that's a trick you have to remember, okay? That when you multiply or divide by a negative sign in an inequality, the thing flips over, okay? What was I going to say? Be careful, because what people always want to do, they'll do something like, and I just make one up. If you have something like this, 3x, hold on a second, is greater than or equal to negative 9. How would I solve this? What would I do to both sides to get rid of this 3 over here? Divide by 3, okay? Do I flip the sign in this case? No, okay? If I divide a negative number by a positive number, I don't flip the sign. Only when you divide or multiply by a negative. Because people always say, oh, there's a negative and a positive, I have to flip the sign. Not true, okay? You only flip it if you're dividing or multiplying by a negative. Someone had a question. Who had a question? You guys try that one. See what you come up with. Go ahead. If you get a right answer, I'll give you $1. Maybe a Tootsie. Oh, it's Tootsie Pop Friday. here, and to pick you so that it's fair, okay? So that everyone gets a shot at winning a Tootsie Pop. If you don't want a Tootsie Pop, I could give you a photo of me instead. Would you rather have a Tootsie Pop or a photo? You could put it on your wall at home. You could throw darts at it. You could draw a face. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Wait, I gotta see how many people there are. 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 people, okay? Wait, I'm going to put my random number generator in here. Now, so that everyone could have a chance to guess. Random integer. 1 through, you don't have to tell me the answer, but you can have a chance. So the person who gets a chance is number 8. Amanda is number 8, because I'm going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to tell me what the answer to that problem is?
Sure. Is it x is greater than or equal to 2?
It is. X is greater than or equal to 2. Do you want a valuable prize?
Sure.
Okay, I have them right here. Okay. There you go. You get to pick one. X is greater than or equal to 2 is correct. Do you want me to do that? Yes? Okay. So, go ahead. Viewers at home. Oh, that's not the right problem. Let's go back. Where did it go? Where did it go? Going back, back, back. Okay, so, whoops, I'm all technologically messed up here. We're going now. So we would multiply both sides by 7, right, to get rid of the 7. So that gives you negative 3x plus 6 is less than negative 42. Then I would subtract 6 from both sides. Minus 6, minus 6. I get negative 3x is less than negative 48. Hey! No. And then I'm going to divide by negative 3. When I divide by negative 3, the sign flips, and I get x is greater than 16. Okay? Give me those pops back. Okay? Why?
Because I'm so lazy.
Oh, it's your birthday? It's my birthday today. It's game day.
It's my birthday today.
It's
my birthday.
It's game day, Mr. Leader.
I tried.
I think Katira had the right answer. Okay, let's try another one. I can't give them all away or I'll go broke. Oh, this one's too hard. Let's do some other stuff here, okay? So, moving on. So, in this case, I'm going to do one, then I'll give you guys a couple tries to do the. So, we're converting expressions to inequalities, or statements to inequalities. The sum of a number n5 is less than negative 7. Sure, go ahead. I'll let you guys tell me how to do this one for a valuable sucker prize. Who wants to try this one? Your number has to come up. Number 13 again. Who's number 13? 8, 9, 10. David, you want to try that one? Too late. Okay.
You can't see.
Where's number 28? Go ahead, David. The sum of a number, and I don't know why it does that sometimes. The sum of a number and 5 is less than negative 7. Quick, quick, quick.
Oh, x plus x.
X plus X?
Wait, the sum of the... Oh, I know.
The sum of a number and 5 is less than 1.
Yeah, wouldn't it be x plus x plus 5?
Wouldn't be X plus X plus 5. I've got number 28 here. That would be Kaylee.
I guess would it be x plus 5
X plus 5 is?
less than negative 7?
It would be, very good.
That was my answer.
You want a sucker?
-7.
Negative, oh, sorry. Sorry, -7, okay. Kaylee, what color? I'm gonna give it to you because people will take them. There are. There you go. Duck Andres. Right, Will, out of there. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay, 6 less than a number is greater than 54. 6 less than a number is greater than 54. I'll give you a couple minutes to try that one, and then we'll talk about it.
I
Okay?
got it, Mr. Leader.
Oh, I guess we don't need a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pick you by my random number generator. Number 3.
That's me.
X minus 6 is greater
X minus 6 is greater than 54. You got it, Hannah. What colors? Chocolate. I have to go into my reserves to get chocolate. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's do another one. That's fair, right?
No.
Okay, so this is a little bit trickier. The quotient of a number and 12 is no more than 6. The quotient of a number and 12 is no more than 6.
I got this.
I gave it 15 seconds to think about it. Then I'm going to pick on a random person. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, and go. Number 12. 8,
Wait, no, that's
9, 10, 11, 12. Mary. Meadow, sorry. Meadow, Mary, whoops. Don't look at that one. Don't look at that. Okay, go ahead, Meadow, Martin. No? You'll pass.
I got it.
Number 4. Jake?
That's Ellie.
What? Oh, wait! Sorry, that's Ellie. Go ahead, Ellie.
I think I got it. So X divided by 12 is greater than 6.
X.
Equal to, sorry.
X divided by 12 is greater than or equal to 6. Less than or equal to 6, okay? If it says no more than, all right, this can't be bigger than 6, right? So it's got to be less than or equal. You had that. What color? Pink. There's pink. Okay. What if I said, in words, you need to get at least, so a number, I don't have this one, but a number, how about this? 2 times a number, that's too easy. 2 times a number has to be at least 14. 2 times a number has to be at least 14. I'm gonna hit my number generator. Number 9, Calvin. Pass.
That doesn't seem very
I
fair.
got this.
It's not coming over.
It's all on this side. I gotta get one on. It is. It does.
I don't see.
Number 28 again. We already got 26. That's 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times the number has to be at least 14.
So, x times 2 is greater than or equal to 5.
Yep, okay, so if it says at least, okay, that would be 2x has got to be greater than or equal to 14. Okay, okay, Will, what color? What?
Green.
Green. Hey, sorry that, okay, I think we should just give some away. I'm going to give, this is the grand bonus round. You get 5 for having your number come up. It's too easy. Okay? 5 numbers. I'm going to give away 5 today. So I want to get to one of these word problems and then we'll be done. Okay? So I'm going to just show you this. I'm going to bring it all up. It's not time to go yet. We have 10 more minutes. Okay? If you could come up with an equation for this, I'll give you a, well, how about we'll come up with one side of the equation, the other side of the equation, and then we'll come up with the total equation. So a movie rental company like Netflix offers 2 plans as given above. For what number of movie, that should say movie rental, will plan number 2 cost less? So say I want to have the left side of, so this will be the left side of your equation. This will be the right side of your equation, okay? Who could tell me what the left side of the equation, well, inequality, not equation, left side of the inequality might look like? Go ahead, Jess. Well, anyone other than Jessica want to make a guess? Okay. I got number 16. Who's number 16? You want to give it? That's you, Akash. You don't have it. I'm going to pick a number. You keep coming up. These numbers the same numbers keep coming up over and over. Did we already get 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't.
Yes.
14. That's you, Ian.
Yeah.
The
Left side of the equation. Can you get the left?
Plan 1
Plan 1.
is x equals x is greater than or equal to.
No, there's no inequality there. Whoops. Messed up. Go back. I'm going to let the first person with their hand up go. That was Jessica. Go ahead. Tell me what's on up. Tell me what's on the left side, Jessica.
So
Where'd my thing go? It's coming back. There we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? My thing's going crazy here. There we go.
So 16 plus
Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Now go.
16 plus 2x
16 plus 2x. That's the left side of the inequality.
is
Who wants to give me the right side of the inequality? I'm going to pick a number, 26. Who's 26?
Oh, that's me.
No, you already went.
No. I get
Number 17. Who's number 17?
20 plus x.
That's you.
Is greater than or equal to 0.75 x plus 1.
Greater than or equal to 0.75x plus 20. Is that correct? A movie like Netflix offers 2 game plans as given above. For what number of movie rentals will plan number 2 cost less? That's exactly right, Cole. You want to, what color?
Are there any blue ones?
Blue ones? There's one more. There's 2 more, actually. Okay, here's your next job. Solve the inequality. Solve the inequality. Go ahead. Next job is to solve that inequality. Okay? It should be a game show. It is a game show. Hold on. I'm going to pause while you guys are thinking. Okay, go ahead. Well, so if I were solving this one, I would subtract 0.75 from both sides. You'd get 1.25x is greater than, I'm going to bring the 16 over on this side. I'm just skipping steps because I want to go fast. Then I divide by 1.25 and I get x is greater than 3.2. Now I haven't answered the question yet, okay? For the $1 million question, for what number of movie rentals will plan number 2 cost less? Answer the question. You have to answer the question. Someone else other than Jacob Berger. What number of movie rentals other than Jessica? Can you rent 3.2 movies? No. So go ahead, Ian.
4.
Right, okay. You have to go up to the next number, right? Because for 3, the left side is going to still cost more, right? I mean, the right side is still going to cost more. But once you get past 3 to a whole number 4, okay, I owe a sucker to who? To Ian and to